Hello friends, it's time for Erin Condren Teacher Lesson Planner Collection sneak preview. Launch day is next week, and if you are a homeschooler, classroom teacher, private school teacher, whatever kind of teacher in whatever setting, you don't want to miss this video, so stick around. Welcome back, friends. If you're brand new to my channel, my name is Arlene with Arlene and Company. You may recognize me over from IGTV, over on Instagram. I have hundreds of videos over there, but last week I made the leap onto the tube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and a thumbs up, and make sure your notification bell is on because new content is going to continue to come your way. In this video, this is going to be video 1 of 2. I am going to show you the comparison between the Coiled version I received Harmony Colorful and the Softbound In Bloom. So you can see the difference between that, and then come back, I'm going to post a second video that is going to show you all the accessories that I received for the teacher collection that is launching next week. There is more options, so make sure that you take a look. I'm going to pop up some pictures here just so you can see there is still a binder option. I know there was a lot of questions on that. There's also a brand new 7x9 focus teacher planner. I know many of you have been waiting for that 7x9 size, and the day has come, and the focus looks absolutely fun writing utensils this year that I cannot wait to show you. But let's go to the main planner first and start from this. If it's your first purchase with Erin Condren, you can go ahead and use my referral code, and I will give you $10 off your first purchase. There's also an affiliate link right below it, and if you found this helpful, I appreciate it if you use my affiliate link to make your purchase. Now, this is just like their life planner. The covers are interchangeable. I have these gorgeous covers that they also sent. This one says, "To teach is to touch a life forever." 2022 and 23, they were already like stamped. You can get personalized. These since I received this for as a review box, were not personalized, but you can get your name, school name, whatever you want to do. But look at this. This is the one from Edavi. Gorgeous. Now, I wanted to keep this planner just as it came, but this is the cover that's going on there. I mean, you guys gotta say it. That's just beautiful. So this is the Edavi one for collection, and there's a food that comes with your ruler. Now remember that this year, if you saw my life planner review over on Instagram on IGTV, they don't even call it IGTV anymore, but I'm still stuck with it. These rulers are universal now, so you can take the ones from here and put it in your life planner and vice versa. So you'll notice that they're a little bit shorter, and that's so you can put it in any one of your books that you have. You have this inside dashboard that you can use. I recommend a wet erase, so that way it doesn't just rub off just from closing it or anything like that, instead of a dry erase. And you can use this to like keep whatever notes or anything like that you have. I never really use that for that purpose. I just kind of leave it blank. I'm also one of those people that hardly ever writes my name on the top of the planner. That's it. I have been using the teacher planner for homeschool purposes for a while now, and I absolutely love it. If you're not familiar with Erin Condren teacher planner, it is the same 80-pound Mohawk paper. This has a nice little grit to it. It really grabs on with pretty much any ink that you put on it. Like, it's just gonna do far. I have an all about me section, so obviously this is going to look like tailored for a classroom teacher. However, I also have a video over on Instagram of how I personalized this and made this my own for homeschool purposes, and how I repurpose certain pages. I will be doing a new video of that when I set this up for the next school year, so make sure you have that bell turned on so you can see how I kind of change out the classroom specific pages. But if you are watching this and you are a classroom teacher, then this is nicely laid out. I like how it doesn't have too much scripted pages, because I find when it has a lot of scripted pages, I feel forced to use them in that way, or like, you know, I have to use it and I don't. So here you have the classroom information and resources. I actually like to put like some of our websites, like, you know, Generation Genius or things like that. You guys know I will never remember passwords, so these are good areas to put that. Classroom resources, I like to go ahead and put our records of what curricula. We started in the first, at the beginning of the school year, right on these columns. I have 2 kiddos, so I can easily do that, and classroom events. So this looks very similar to the year before, obviously with colorful borders throughout. So you have Harmony and In Bloom, and you're going to have the focus style for this year for options. The communication log is what I use as a reading log. For my kiddos' independent read, we use an AR level system, which I go ahead and look up what the points were or the level was for that particular book. And if you haven't seen that before, let me know in the comments if you want me to elaborate on that. So they get a certain amount of points for it. In classroom settings, there is a way for them to go ahead and have a little quiz with every single book, but I don't have access to that, obviously. Then you have the 2022 and 2023, that's a mouthful, calendar overview. I like to go ahead and just highlight here, like we school year round, but the beginning of one school year to the end, and then I have like July 1st is when we switch over grades. That's our moving up date, so that's what we do. Then you have the year plan. You have the colorful tabs on this one. On the focus one, they're just beautiful, gorgeous. I can't wait to see a review up close of the focus 7x9, because that just, you know, I'm a colorful girl, but then sometimes I'm in the vibe for that focus line. I just really love it. I don't know, I guess I have dual personality. These pages are thick, y'all. They can handle a lot. Here you have your 12 boxes that you can go ahead and do however you like for those folks that like to do book baskets or morning routines, or maybe you just want to block out what blocks or units you're going to do on each month. You can go ahead and do that. This is still set up January to December. This was my only real critique with Erin Condren. This always like gets me. I need this to look like an academic planner year, so I want July here and to follow there. So I do relabel this. This is one of the first things I do when I set this up, is I relabel this. This is a minor thing, but it's just one of those things that I've never understood why it has the calendar year set up on there when it's an academic. Go ahead and whatever block study or extra units that we're doing, or any culture studies, and I go ahead and jot them down there. Another purpose for this, if you're a homeschooler, is you can jot down your field trips on there, and especially if you have to keep records, like here in the state of Florida, of what you do, you know, continually throughout the year. This is a great place to put those type of things. There's just endless possibility because it's not labeled, and you can do whatever you like. Then you have some graph papers, so log it, graph it, map it, group it, or track it. So seating charts and things like that for classroom teachers. I like to use these pages for planning out or mapping out our curricula choices, and, you know, kind of like every quarter and things like that, of what we're going to do, what we're going to continue. And I just like it's like a brain dump area for me. So you have a few of those graph pages, and then you have some line note pages. This is what I absolutely love about the Erin Condren teacher planner. There's ample amount of note pages throughout, not only in the beginning, but throughout each month. I am someone that needs to constantly write things, right? The teacher never can be erased. So here starts your first monthly tab. So this is your July tab. As you can see right here is that July tab, and you have the line pages here, and then you have kind of like your dashboard. So there is no dividers like in the life planner that has like a quote or something like that. This is what you get on here, and then days to remember in July. You can use this however you like. Maybe it's just a brain dump, maybe you need to list some curricula books, maybe you need to plan your library choices, maybe whatever it may be. And I know that classroom teachers may use this completely different way. After that, you first open to your note pages in your dashboard, and then you go into your huge amount of space to write. So probably bigger than what you're used to with your calendar pages. It's pretty spread out. So you have a 2-page setup, and then here a note area. I really like this new design here. I do dig it. I know that some folks commented about the design going over to the spine. I really like that, actually. And I don't know, maybe because I'm a 90s child, and so this is like really like a vibe I am totally digging. And then you have the mini calendar here. I don't mind it here. I mind it in like the daily planner, but not on here. So I dig it. I like it. So you have always this ombre effect with your weekly pages, And what you're going to have is your Monday through Friday here. So what I've seen some homeschoolers do is they relabel these and put the dates on top if they want to, or they make for the kiddos names instead of subjects. There's just endless possibilities. I use it as is. I've gotten used to planning out horizontally, and some people use this for an additional subject instead of a note area. I actually use this area for prep for the next week. So on this space right here, I always like to put any appointments or anything that is going to mess with our day in some way, so I can note that, like, you know, if we have an outing or something at 2 o'clock, I know that I need to wrap things up and not plan so much for that day, and so on. So you have 6 subjects across plus this one, so this technically could be 7. So if you are elementary school teacher, that's great. Middle school, you tend to work with you know, maybe 1 or 2 subjects, so you would like plot this a little bit differently, but there is a lot of versatility. Each month has its own colors. You see the July is already going into another color, but you have that ombre effect with your weekly plan. So this planner does start in July all the way through June of next year, and that's how that continues. So at the end of the month, you're gonna have your weekly set page, and then you're gonna have note pages again on there. Again, I'm saying, so now you can have an overview or a reflection back of what has gone well, what you need to do, or what you need to plan, what materials you need to gather. You can go ahead and do that right here, right before your next month tab. So here you go, and we're now in August, and this repeats. All right, so I'm just gonna show you really quick just how the monthly pages look, just the colors. You're going to have a tab for your checklist. Here is where I like to do curricula tracking, and I go ahead and you can do it whichever way, and I list out like the number of lessons and then whatever the curricula is, like teaching textbook or Oak Meadow Math, whatever, and then I write down the lessons and then I cross it off. I am a list person. I like to check off boxes. There's quite a few of these. Again, if you're a classroom teacher, obviously you use these for different purposes. 4 sticker sheets, and these look very similar. I think the colors may be a little bit different. I'll have to look at my other planner, my planner from this year, and they look, you know, just basically the same. They have the same thing, the same functional stickers: important, field trips, first day, to do, great job. So that's great with me. I wish I had more of these. These I use like all the time, and I also use these. Now I do get some custom subject ones I always order that I can use on my planner, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So then you have these unlabeled, just blank one that you can do whatever you like with them. You have your keep it together folder, and you can fit quite a bit in here. Maybe you want your sticker book, maybe you want whatever you're working on, and it's 2-sided. Both sides have pockets, and it's this beautiful foil. It looks really nice, actually, you guys. That looks pretty. It looks pretty. Here you have like your Heritage Month and awareness and things like that, but you have the regular holidays. So you've noticed that on the monthly tabs, you don't have any holidays on there. So what Erin Condren does is give you the holidays on these sticker sheets, and then you decide which ones you want to use that fit your family. Have this one, actually, I think I had 3 of them. Yeah, oh, this one has 3 too. Again, then you have the back dashboard here that you can use however you please. The teacher lesson planner, the Softbound. Now this lays completely flat. I wanted to just keep this on there just to show you how it came. It's the same 80-pound Mohawk paper. There is going to be some pages that are not on here, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the difference. This is the In Bloom design. It also is going to come in blush camel as well that you can choose. So the camel one is going to be like the focus one. This is the, like I said, the In Bloom. So after you work this in completely flat, I had the camel before a couple times, and then last year, if you want this one, I don't know how it's going to be this year, but if you are, your heart is set on the softbound cover, softbound version, make sure you grab it pretty early on because this softbound, the colorful one from last year, sold out and it didn't come back. So I hope that's not the case, that they get replenished this year, but it did sell out pretty quickly last year, and I was super bummed because I had decided that I wanted to do this one instead. Now this year, I don't know. The coil is so pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You have the same pages just so you can look at the design. So you can choose the In Bloom design for the coil version. So this is going to be basically what that one looks like. So this is an 8 by 10 planner. So it's a slightly bit smaller on the pages versus pages here on the coil. And you have, again, this little area here. So let me just show. It's just going to be a tad little bit smaller. So if you're looking in comparison and seeing if this is going to have enough space, you can see that this is just a little bit kind of cleaned designs. This is rose gold foil edges, as you can see, which is absolutely stunning. I love this. I had a life planner with the rose gold edges. I love it. You have the ribbon. Goes all the way around to the communication log. You have the calendar page. Again, that's the same. And here is those 12 boxes, and it does the same thing to January through December. Really, really want this over here and that over there. I know, it's a me thing. It's a me thing. So log a graphic, map it. Here's your graphing paper, and you have 4 of those. And then you go straight into your month. So if you remember from the coil version, you also had some line pages at the beginning after the graphing pages. So you don't have right into your month. So you have the 1 line page here, the dashboard, the dates to remember. And then you still have a really big space right over here for your monthly setup. So your monthly spread. And then you have the note section here, beautiful little like hand etched looking flowers. I really love the In Bloom design this year. I love Flora, and really in person you can really appreciate the details of the In Bloom design. You go right into your weekly spread, and if you want to see a comparison real quick of the difference in size, here you go. Obviously, okay, so if you do the custom stickers I was talking about, you are not going to be able to fit those on here. So you would need to find some different type of stickers if you're a sticker person, or just go ahead and write them and label them in, because this is obviously a bigger space. They don't fit. Now, obviously you can, I have done them before, and they just overlap a little bit. So it didn't look horrible. I don't have that planner anymore, so I can't really show you that part. But again, it's just a slight bit smaller. You still have your 6 subject tabs on here, and then the note side on the end. And that continues on just the same, my friends. So I'm gonna just skip on forward. You have your September. So at the end of this planner, you are going to get some line pages. So this is a little bit different. So as you can see, in between, you still had those pages. Let me see right here. You had the line page here and the dashboard, but then before going to the next month, you only had those pages. You didn't have the note pages at the end. So what they do is they give you the notes pages at the end of the planner instead. And then you go in checklist pages. All right, and this is very beautiful. I love this color palette, I really do. So you have those checklist pages. So there is no stickers that comes in this planner, and there's no folder that comes in this planner. And then that's it for this softbound version. Okay friends, don't forget to check out video 2, which will have all the accessories that are new to this collection. Make sure you just check out my affiliate links down below and discount code. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Bye bye.